you can see, we are at the Bureau of Quarantine. We went to immigration, and he said that I needed to get a stamp on my passport from the Bureau of Quarantine. So we went here, and getting here they said, oh, you need an appointment. Do you have an appointment? No, we don't. So that was the first issue. To get an appointment, you have to go online. It's the only way you can get your appointment. So we had to log into their website, make an appointment, which we managed to get for today, thank God. And while they were reviewing my medical information, they determined that it was too old, was more than 6 months old, which we knew. We were kind of hoping we could get away with it, but we couldn't. So they required to have new medical reports, which was chest x-ray, blood work, urine, and a stool sample, which they were willing to do here once we made an appointment and paid for everything. So we filled out the paperwork, managed to get the appointment. Then you got to go pay for the appointment, which was 1,000 pesos, which you had to go to 7-Eleven to pay for it. They weren't taking credit cards or debit cards or Gcash, only some other system, I don't even remember the name of it now, at 7-Eleven. So our friends went to 7-Eleven to pay for it, Sarah, her cousin. And while she was doing that, Jocelyn filled out paperwork. They said, oh, you're also gonna need 3 more 2x3 photos, passport photos. But don't worry, you can get it done right at the other end of the parking lot. So, for another 100 pesos, we went down to the other end of the parking lot where I got my 3 photos. Came back, glued them to the forms that Jocelyn was filling out. And then they agreed to give us an appointment. But then we had to pay for the medical test, which was over another 1,000 pesos. I'm not exactly sure how much, but it was over 1,000. So they said they'd send me through while her friend Sarah, her cousin, went and paid it again at the 7-Eleven. Why we didn't pay for it both, but we couldn't till we got the appointment apparently. I don't know. It's the way it goes, one step at a time here in the Philippines. That's the process. So of course immigration never said we needed an appointment, so we just rushed right over here. Anyway, it's a good thing we did. They got us in. I have now completed all the test work. I got to come back tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and then if everything is fine, they'll sign off and stamp the passport, and from there they will release everything. So we got to go back to immigration and have them review the paperwork and do whatever they got to do. And I believe after that they give you an appointment, an interview appointment. Whether they can do it the same day or not, I don't know. It'll be 3 o'clock before we get there, so I would say probably not tomorrow. That'll probably be some other day, maybe the next day, or who knows what day. But in any case, we'll probably have to go back for an interview where they'll have some questions about us. They want to make sure that I'm not using Jocelyn to get immigration paperwork, or she's not using me to get my money, or I don't know. But anyway, it's an interview process. So that's where we are. Hopefully once we leave the Bureau of Quarantine, maybe we'll do some sightseeing around Manila. I think we're gonna stay at Rises, I think that's her name, her brother's house, Kuya, which is her older brother. He's going to let us stay at his house tonight. So again, I'm hoping that we'll
Usok pa. Isang araw pa po.
Kuya, ano bang lugar to?
Ito po yung Moriones, Road 10. Ang laki pala. Hanggang dito pala yung ano yan. Doon sa kalagitnaan. Ayan.
looks like they have the people staged in tents on the side, on the street.
Stay.
Kala mo tabon to eh. Biglang gumalaw. Dormitory. Yun na tayo. Iikot ka. Ganun ba siya nakapaya? Siguro mga 20 balik nito. Yan. Yan. Ako kahit ilang balik.
Yan ang sinasabi ni Kuya. Hindi ko alam ko sa kapag